They're always like, "What's that on your ear?" And then I explain what a cochlear implant is. They usually know what hearing aids are, but most of them have never heard of a cochlear implant before. They're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." So there's a piece that's inside your head, and there's like a really thin piece that goes all the way into the cochlea. And when the magnet here and the piece inside connect, then it turns on and it sends the sound straight to the cochlea and then to the brain.
Ryan was born prior to the mandatory hearing screening law being passed in Maryland. And when he was 8 days old, we noticed that he wasn't responding appropriately when our dog barked and she was right next to him.
I was sleeping in my carriage on the floor one day and my dog was laying right next to me and started barking, and I didn't move, cry, nothing, and that's when my parents found out that I was deaf. And at 6 weeks old, I got hearing aids for both my right and left side.
I was fearful, it was the fear of the unknown, and I wanted Ryan to live what we consider to be a normal life. I wanted him to be part of the hearing world. I just wanted him to be your typical kid, but you don't have that crystal ball at that point to know what the path is going to be. We had initially heard about and spoken about a cochlear implant.
My mom did the most research and she and I talked about it the most. I wasn't really on board with it at first because I didn't want surgery because I never had it before. But then we decided it was right and we did it, and it was probably the best choice I've made. I think it was more my parents' idea because they noticed it more than me. And then we talked about it for a couple of months and then we decided it was the right decision.
There was a couple of things, at least for me, that was like, oh, this is pretty cool, and this kind of opens up the possibility. The possibility of being able to communicate in the pool was absolutely amazing.
I was scared that I was gonna feel something even though I wasn't. I was scared I was gonna wake up, even though that didn't happen either. And I think that was about it. I think it was the stuff in the future that made me feel more relaxed about it, and all the advantages I have, like a waterproof processor, and being able to hear a lot better than I was with my hearing aid.
With Regina's help and involving Ryan, when it came time for the cochlear implant, told him about it, and he was very instrumental in that decision. And he thought about it and he agreed.
When I got it activated, everything sounded a little squeaky, so I had to retrain my brain, and then afterwards you get used to all the sounds and you pick it up and then you do a lot better. With just the hearing aids, I had to say what, I'd really have to look at people sometimes, and now with my cochlear implant, I don't have to say it anywhere close to as much as I used to, and I can be looking in the other direction and someone can be talking to me and I'll hear them perfectly.
Ryan, just like us, was made to feel very comfortable with Dr. Presley and with Dr. Kaplan, who did his surgery. But the surgery day itself, I think, was mixed emotions. Ryan did great, but it was good. It was a positive experience.
I feel that everyone here is warm and welcoming, and it's a really nice experience. I've been here since I was probably a little bit younger than 1, and haven't been anywhere else. So it's a really great place to be.